Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Cam Little out for the opening kick. Monday night primetime is underway. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. They send Horton left. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He gets 22 out of that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
22 yards. First down, Minnesota.
18 cards, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Daniels now on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Red. Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left.
Go.
Daniels throwing on third.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Now Daniels on fourth down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Motioning the tight end now.
Cut 19.
Daniels on first down. Completed to his running back. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is he got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Check up.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Japanese Timber Wolf. Mustang 19. 18, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. And his first offering of the game lines up incomplete. No luck on the look to his back. And now they face second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Go. Ready.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Give him 5 on the play, and the Lions have a first down.
That's good.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Dragon 6. Come on, come on. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, ready.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense to the line fast.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Milton now. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
We got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18. Hey.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Big strike here to Williams. He's going to get this to the opposing 41.
It's a gain of 30. And the Lions first down.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. He's going deep. Has it down close. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal. Working quickly here.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Warriors 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Looking inside the red zone. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Pickup of 2.
Second quarterback run here. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance.
Go.
Hand off now, running right. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up. He gets one more shot at it. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Three. Come on. Ready.
Setting him on the dive. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine. Because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Come on. Panther 11. Ready.
To throw, Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on.
How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. They are throwing it again. That one's complete, right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Panther 60.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Warriors 70.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And he didn't get much time to secure this. He takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Now second and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a one-score game in the first half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Has it at the 2. And that's play reaches the end zone. The two-point conversion slams the lead down to 4. Wow, what a determined effort there, Brock. We all thought he was going down short of the line, but he fights through the tackle, and the try is successful.
I like that word, determination. It was determination with a capital D. When you get the ball in front of that goal line on these 2 points, you could just feel that entire defense converge. But his effort, his want to, and that determination got them the 2 points.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing now, Daniels. Dump off, caught by his back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Come on, come on. Hey, 65.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, it's Daniels. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Here we go, set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has it downfield, working the left. Through the middle. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now lead by 10. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Milton back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped with authority there. But that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
14 yards. And the Lions, first down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. He fits it through the middle. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Let's go!
Dose of the hurry up here.
For the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Broncos, go!
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Short pass brought in by a man. He's in the clear. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cut 19, cut 19.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Throw is caught. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Offense in the hurry up here.
Second and 6.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He brings it in. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a one-score game in the first half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
So the Lions giving it another go, trying for 2 once more. Milton. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut 2 more off that lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They send Horton left. Now Daniels off the play action. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack.
19 Charger, check.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd and long for him here. Caught quickly on the slant. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Buffalo 18.
Daniels now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So that brings up 2nd down.
Ready? Pass the 60.
Again, Daniels to the air. Buying some time right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
19 Charger.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hawk 70. Check them out. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do.
He is rocked. That ball's free. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. The Vikings. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready,
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings will add to their lead at the end of the half.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Return starts at the 3. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
got it, ready?
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready,
Here's Milton. This one to Williams out left side. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And they make the tackle at the 38. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Check. 60 Vikings, 19 Lions. Seventy Ranger.
Throwing now, Milton. Big strike here to Williams. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left half. Little knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. This return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Trucks a defender. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First and 10 from the 43. To throw, Milton. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Milton gonna throw again here, 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. He's got some space as he crosses the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
43-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Cowboy 18. 18.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Here's that Lions offense lining up to try for 2 once again. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. This will end up as a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He picks up 5 on that first down run. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Motion man sent left. They give it to him again. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Mustang 19.
3rd and short, Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Slot man motioned over. On first down, they'll run. Bringing their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Running quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Okay, ready? 19. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Going deep here for the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings grow their lead to 8. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
19, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates, 7.
Now Milton to throw. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Ready up.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Got his man, Thomas has it. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Completes another one to Thomas. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. We've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. Ready.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Into the end zone, but not brought in. He falls incomplete, and will bring up 3rd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
On the go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
18 Rattlers.
It's fourth down.
Trap 60, trap 60 Bobcats. 18 Pioneer. Dragon 60.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. That's complete. Here's Thornton. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is first and goal. QB sneak coming. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be second and goal.
Broncos switch. Broncos.
He keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions down by only 2 in the fourth.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
And now the Lions lining up for a very important 2-point try.
Lions will set up for the
Cougar
2-point
19.
conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that 2-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They have to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
At their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10.
Seven Pirates. Get up.
They send the tight end in motion. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Caught by his back. And this one doesn't go far.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Go. Top next. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
First down.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Rig alert. Rig alert. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll run here on first down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready. Seven Buffalo 18.
Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Vikings up by just a couple of points. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Plowing up the middle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Ready?
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go street.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up by 8 at the end.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. And likely game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. We get a 2-score game now late.
32, Lions 33.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Milton. The right side caught by Thomas. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Big game going, and Thomas snags another. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Milton back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Milton. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hey, check that. Street. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
To throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions cut the lead down to just 2.
42. Lions 40.
Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And the Vikings bring in the onside kick. That should just about do it.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
One drawn up here for Daniels. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.